And I'm Ashman, and I'm here with...
Kuxel, hello.
And we've decided to play a new game after the raging success that was the one view that we had on our Hatoful Boyfriend playthrough.
Hey, you know who you are. We love you.
You're basically saying that to me and yourself, because we're the only people that watched it. Hey man, one day 10 people might watch our videos and we'll be like YouTube stars. It's a good thing I'm not holding my breath. But I mean, Kuxel, you'll know that I have a soft spot for visual novels and all sorts of games like that.
Yeah, I have a soft spot for old anime, and this music is really touching that soft spot.
Yeah, so this game is called Saya no Uta, the Song of Saya. And basically, this had been on my Steam watch list for ages. I forgot about it. I think I saw it on a list of VNs to play, top 10 VNs or something. And
funny you should say that. It's funny you should say that because I've heard lots of stuff about this VN over the years. I've never really been that much of a visual novel player. I don't know, is that the term? But yeah, this is one that I've heard of.
Yeah, so that's encouraging. I'm going into this totally blind. I know that this has kind of got Higurashi-esque vibes. There's some sort of dark stuff dark stuff that goes on in this. I don't know what it is, but we had a look at the settings and there's an option to blur out grotesque images, so that's probably an indication of things to come. So
yeah, thanks to the options menu for spoiling the game.
Yeah, I mean, I think when I read the article that kind of listed this, it did mention something. I kind of skipped through it though, because I'm like, I'm just gonna go into this blind. I don't really like horror films or horror games, so I don't know if this is maybe the wrong type of choice for me.
Well, that's the thing, because visual novels, I think of two things. I think of either horror or porn. So we'll see how it goes.
Sorry, I think I've got the COVID. I don't know if I should censor that word out. I don't know if I get demonetized. I'm not even monetized.
Demonetized? What monetization?
So there's no mod. I have one subscriber on this channel.
That's the power we have. We don't give a shit about any of their rules anyway.
Yeah, just cancel my channel. No one's viewed my videos anyway. So yeah, I thought I'd set this up. What a pain in the arse this was. I use a Mac, so this game is designed to run on Windows.
And you had to jump off your high horse and drag out your old Windows PC.
Yes. So the problem is I have OBS and everything set up on my Mac. And I went through a long process of trying to run Wine, which allows you to run Windows applications on Mac, and that wasn't working with this game for some reason. And I've got a Linux server and that I have run locally, and I tried running it on that using Wine and Crossover, and didn't work. Well, a trial of Crossover, which allows you to again run Windows applications on Mac and Linux and stuff, and it wasn't working on that, so I bit the bullet, switched on the PC that literally just sits at my feet. I just hardly ever use it, and loaded the game. And so what I'm doing here is I'm on the Mac, but I'm using I've remoted into my PC.
You just didn't drink enough wine. That was the problem.
I know. I need to drink more of that sweet wine. And this seems to be working. At least Kuxel, according to you, you can hear the game and see it. So
I can see the game, all glorious 3 frames of it every second.
Yeah, that's the way the game looks. That's nothing to do with this recording or stream or anything like that. The game is flashing those options at 1 frame per second. So
it reminds me of Windows 95 or something, Windows 98. When you open a game, it wouldn't be in full screen like this, but you had the fucking grey borders around it and the windows and everything.
Yeah,
that's what this would have been sitting inside comfortably.
But this music's really chill. I think we were talking about this before. Like it does remind me of like old anime, kind of romantic scenes or romantic parts in an anime where it's got this like kind of chill. I don't know, like 90s or early 2000s anime.
Very mid-90s sort of anime, and yeah, it's the kind of thing that melts my heart and just makes me want to start crying like a baby right now.
Yeah, it usually comes on at scenes like that, isn't it? Where there's some heavy stuff going on. But yeah, shall we start then?
Let's go for it.
Right, so hopefully this
I'm
will
excited.
Work. I hope this doesn't just crash all the time.
Well, it won't be like Yakuza Like a Dragon when we played it.
So the story is a work of... Oh, well, fuck.
It said it does not reflect actual medical practice. Now that...
Oh, look at this. So this work of fiction contains grotesque images that may disturb some viewers. Please select how you would like such images displayed.
I appreciate the trigger warning.
So, okay, for the one person maybe viewing this right now, I'm going to go with do not... Wait, actually, this is going to be streamed. I'm not going to... I'm going to keep it default, right?
Yeah, it gives a shit. Let's just go for it.
But if there's anything that comes up that's like probably going to get me kicked off of YouTube or something, I'll probably just put some sort of blur on it on post. Well, who am I lying to, man? I can't be bothered to do that.
It'll be fine. You don't need to worry.
What the hell?
Man, this goes in straight away.
Right, 1 second.
What the fuck? Where's this menu? Yeah.
Fucking what, man?
If you're gonna lower some background music as well, man. There we go.
Yeah, damn, man. Right.
Well, that was an eye-opener.
Oh.
Is that... I don't know what that is. Is that like a ball sack?
A very, very magnified close-up of someone's ball sack. It might be, actually. Yeah. So, this... the wriggling mass of flesh burbles. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Damn, man. This is way too late. 1 second. I have to lower the freaking... Damn, that's so
I'm actually speechless. I don't know what to think.
I don't know what the system sounds are all about, but I think because that's supposed to be a voice, that's why it's so loud.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's terrible. Right.
I tell you, it sounded like radio chatter.
Let's see. 3 such creatures sit around the table in front of me, slurping filthy sludge from their cups as they trade whines, growls, and sounds that I cannot describe.
Oh, there's an eyeball.
That's a handsome fella there, isn't it?
Is this a tentacle hentai?
I honestly don't know, so... Oh, wow. By listening carefully, I am able to grasp the gist of their conversation and respond when it is required of me. This is necessary to avoid arousing their suspicion. However, these creatures look... They are my friends. They are my friends, apparently.
It's however these creatures look, they are my friends, apparently. Finally, someone human.
I wish that I could still deny it, but I gave up on that a long time ago. Night after night, I went to sleep praying for an end to this nightmare, only to wake each morning to the same twisted hellscape as the day before. I know now that I have to blend in, that I have to act like one of them. Such has been my life these past years. So it will remain until the day I die.
How the fuck did he mess everything up?
What is that? Is that a tongue? Judging by its tone, this one must be Kojin, and the one next to it, feeling more than the others, is probably Omi. which means that the one next to me is Yo, though I can no longer see any trace of her once attractive features. I try my best to ignore the rotten stench of X-ray issues from her quivering flesh. Right, so these things used to be human apparently.
Right.
1 second, I'm just going to... Why is this not...
So, you know how we were like, we don't know what to expect?
Yes.
No matter what, I don't think we were expecting this.
No. No. Everything has changed, or almost everything. By some cruel trick of fate, my relationship to the world alone remains the same. As if an insane architect took the blueprints of my life and rebuilt it out of blood and gore. These monsters and I were part of the same college club. We studied together, ate together, we even went skiing together every winter break. Now these are but painful memories of days that will never return. If only no one recognised me, I might have been able to disconnect myself from the world. It would have been comforting in comparison to believe that I had been abducted by aliens, or that I had stumbled through a gateway to hell. But no, this is beyond a doubt the city where I was born and raised, the society that I was part of for 20 years, save that I, and I alone, can no longer see it that way. The world as I knew it is gone. I have no place to call home. Look at this. It's like flesh is covered everywhere.
Yeah. Gotten a bit like Silent Hill.
I am hoping that these annoying sounds stop at some point because they're really grating on me, man.
I enjoy them. It gives flavour.
Oh, I don't know. It's just... I don't mind the sound effects we're hearing just now. It's when they're talking and just gobbledygook's coming out.
Still reeling from the shock because we were talking about how beautiful that piece of music was. And then instantly we were thrown into this.
Yeah, I mean, I do not know what the hell's going on there. Anyway, I can tell that whatever they're discussing is of no importance. I decided to keep quiet while pretending to listen. But just then... Hey, Fuminori.
Oh, it talks.
It's like, one of the flesh beasts says as it swivels its bloodshot eyes towards me. I don't know how should I do the voice.
I mean, they're just chatting gibberish like... Right?
I mean, yeah, but I feel like this is slightly more discernible because they've got it in...
is what it looks like to me.
Yeah. Do you want to do their voices then?
Did I? Alright then.
About what? I try desperately to suppress my loathing and behave normally, but my hoarse voice ruins the attempt.
Talking about it, you skate trap! You're coming through, right?
Oh my god. A slimy hole near the top of the creature's wriths nauseating me as it vomits some semblance of words. That must be Koji's face, or what I would have seen as such months ago. Unable to stomach the sight of it, I avert my eyes and give a neutral answer. I don't know.
Oh my god, I actually heard him say, Wakaranai.
Oh, maybe they are speaking, but the voices...
You need to put the voice volume up. I barely heard him.
To the config menu. The only problem is, if I put the voices volume up...
It's going to put them up too.
Yeah, this is why I think I switched it off in the first place.
And it's like, you have on the plan!
Not really.
Yeah. You hear him?
Yeah, I can hear it. These were my closest companions. One of them had even wished to be more.
Oh no.
Oh. How many nights have I spent crying in loneliness, lamenting the friends who no longer exist? In 3 months my tears ran dry, and now there is only loathing left in me, surrounded by hideous creatures that I can only assume are Koji, Umi, and Yo. I spend each day trying to act as I always have, If I fail at this, I'll surely be sent back to the hospital. Okay?
Back to the hospital. Is he a mental case?
Only this time, I'll be locked away forever.
Yeah, sectioned.
No matter what, I won't let that happen.
I mean, it's not like
I will fully understand if you decide to stop doing these voices, because I feel like it's going to do a number on your vocal cords.
Oh no! This is not this isn't hurting my vocal cords. Not yet, anyway.
Getting some Japanese in there. I'm not sure. I'll ask. I don't know. Should I voice this, because we've got the Japanese voice?
I wouldn't personally, because there's already a voice actor.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'll leave it now that I can hear him.
Yeah.
Oof.
But the narration, if you wanted to do that, I wouldn't blame you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That's it. I can't look at them or bear their screeching any longer. I jump to my feet, desperate to escape. Oh! I almost heard that. A spray of stringy slime from the cilia around its voice box flies at me. I try to cover myself, but too late to keep the slime from splattering across my face like the yolk of a rotten egg. I'm about to lose it. I want to grab a chair, a desk, anything within reach, and use it to smash the life out of this creature, ending it all.
What's wrong with the creatures? They may be hideous, but are they doing anything bad to him?
They stink as well, apparently.
I mean, that's what he's telling us.
Yeah, I think, like, see smell?
Yeah?
I think you can handle, like, something that is, like, visually hideous. But I think anything, like, that smells hideous. Like, you can't close your nose to that, you know what I mean? You could breathe through your mouth, I suppose, but it's a lot harder. And the combination of the two. I mean, to be fair, I don't know what's going on here. We seem to have been dropped right into the middle of hell. So.
Is this the right game?
I mean, yeah, it said the Song of Saya at the beginning, and then we clicked start. I don't think it, like...
We're not being trolled or something, are we?
I don't think so. It did say... I mean, the settings did say that you can blur out the grotesque images.
Yeah.
But I suppose this is what happens when you go into something blind.
Yeah.
Oof. I barely suppressed the impulse. I mustn't let on that something is wrong. However they look at to me, this is their world. I'm the outsider. Oh, he's got a checkup. Struggling to put on a smile, I reach into my wallet, pull out the first bill I find, and put it on the table without even looking at it. I don't care about the change. I just need to get out of here. Now. I mutter hastily and flee the cafeteria. Wait a minute, could this guy just be mentally unhinged?
That's what I was thinking, because he was saying he'd have to go back to the hospital. He's the only person who's giving us a description of these guys right now as well. These creatures, rather. Like, they could just be dudes.
Yeah, because it's like, why would you feel like you have to hang out with, like, people that are now monsters, supposedly? Unless... Another question I'm having is, where's everyone else?
Yeah,
I mean... Well, he says he's at the cafeteria. He says these are people that were his friends. And... Like, if something's happened and can change people into monsters, why are they still sitting at the cafeteria? Having food. Having almost the same type of conversations you would have. I don't know. I mean, it does seem a bit sus. A bit sussy-wussy.
No, please don't
here we
say
go.
that.
I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy.
Anyone who has to say that is usually crazy. Wow.
今度のスキーだけどさ、今年はどっかスケートも遊べるところにしない？
Now see, this is what I was expecting.
Kuba, you frowns at the suggestion.
スケート？わざわざスキー場にまで行ってスケート？
Wait,
so which one from that picture is saying that? Because...
That one.
The one pointing?
Oh, that's a good point, actually. So I think Takahaki Omi is this person. No. Sorry,
Did you see?
Takata Omi was this person, right, who says, why don't we go somewhere we can skate for this year's ski trip? And then Tsukuba Yo frowns at the suggestion, her, and then she replies with skate, but why go to a ski resort to skate? Actually, that's a good point.
There's two females here.
Well,
there's two women here, and that guy just hasn't spoken yet.
Could it be? But
勘弁してやってくれよ、つくば。こ
Finally.
いつ今そっちにハマってんだ。
oh,
That's Koji.
right. Where are we?
Don't worry about that.
They're a good match for each other, Yo thinks. Sometimes it makes her jealous.
なんせオウミってさ、この前この年になって初めてスケートやったんだ。
何よ、スケートしたことなかったのがそんなに
20歳になって初体験ってのは興味そうそういないんじゃないかな。
Hey man,
Oh,
I'm
God.
sure plenty of people have never gone skating until they're in their 20s. I've never.
I mean, I went skating once.
I mean, what
in my
skating?
early 20s.
What skating are they talking about? Is it roller skating?
Ice skating.
Ice skating?
Roller skating.
It's what? This is like some freaking 80s ass game. It could have been roller skating.
I believe it's 90s, but no, well, yeah. But no, ice skating. And yeah, I went ice skating when I was in my early 20s. Like, that was when I went.
Was that the
And
first time you
for the-
went?
First and only time, because I could go forward and I could balance semi-decently. But first of all, it killed my ankles. And second of all, I never got the hang of stopping. So I always kept crashing into these teenage girls who would just laugh at me.
Yes. Do you know, like, look, this is one of the few things in life that I did do when I was quite young. Because where I stay, the local kind of leisure centre had the ice skating rink, which was super rare, right, now that I think about it. Is that it got changed into a gym like more than a decade ago. But it used to be an ice skating rink, and I went there once or twice. So I did do that when I was young. So I feel like it's one of the few things in life that I actually did when I was young. You know, most people are like, oh, we went out and we played out in the field with my friends, and we got up to all sorts. I'm like, no, man, I was just sitting at home doing nothing. So my childhood was crap, but I did do ice skating. So look at that. Look at me. I'm better than these people. In my head, I'm not.
子供の頃はなんと
Oh
な
my
く怖かった
days.
のよ。あの靴、なんだか刃物みたいでさ。
I mean, damn, man, ice skating does seem freaking dangerous.
They are basically big knives.
でも、い
This,
きなりやって滑れたの？おみちゃん、すごくない？
right, so this is the same place, right? The cafeteria, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
is
that's
an-
just a doctored photograph, isn't it?
Yeah. This is an interesting drawing style and also outfit. Like like I'm just like, you know, like the cuts there. This is very 90s.
Yes. The art style makes me think of something drawn by Ken Akamatsu when he drew Love Hina, but with a cleaner look to it on the face. The rest of it looks very rough.
When did Love Hina come out?
I mean, the anime came out in 2000, so it's a late 90s manga.
Yeah, this feels right. It came out around that era, so I wouldn't be surprised if people were kind of like using that general style. But also the choker, I feel, is a very 90s, early 2000s thing. I don't know if that's just me. I don't know anything about fashion, to be fair.
I could believe what you're saying, but at the same time, I feel like chokers right now seem to be coming back, or at least some people seem to have chokers these days.
Yeah, I think it's maybe coming back in style now, right, in the last few years, but considering I'm confident thinking that this game didn't come out in the last 10 years. That's why I'm like, it feels like a very 90s, early 2000s, late 90s thing. I'm thinking of a show called Charmed for it. Is that even a show? Am I making this up?
Oh God, I remember Charmed.
Yeah, I never really watched that many episodes, but I just remember I'm sure they wore chokers.
No, because I need to check, to be fair, because my mum used to watch that on TV, and I was like a little kid, so I'll just see like bits of it here and there, and I'm like, oh, those are three pretty ladies.
Yes, that's what I remember, being a thirsty teenager, and to be honest, nothing has really changed much since then, except I am a lot older and have not matured like I should have. And I'm not seeing any images of them wearing chokers, and I'd saw referring to them about this was totally fucking wrong. But yes, let me.
容量はスキーとそう変わるもんじゃないからな。重心を前に出して靴の前のヘリでコントロールする感覚とか。
Did you hear that? That's the key there. Keep your
That's
weight
about
forward.
steering. That sort of stuff was alright, but it was stopping that I had no problem. That I had problems with.
と思ってやってみたわけよ。
You know, I keep forgetting this has
もう楽
voices.
しくって。
When I like you're talking and I was like, I'll click, and I was like, oh no, there's a voice. I need to be more careful with this. Wow, man, they totally hit us with that start.
Mm.
Done that on purpose.
It definitely. But I tell you, this is now going to keep me on edge for a while.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how long you want to play for. I'm on 26 minutes. How when are you?
Oh,
good
I
for?
can go. I can keep going. I've got no problems. I'm just getting a picture of Lovehina. 2 pictures. One safe for work, one not, basically. Although it is a safe for work release, it's not like it's pornographic. But Lovehina like to skirt around the lines of what's acceptable.
Nice. Okay, well, what I'm thinking is maybe running this for 40 minutes. Keep it kind of short. I'm thinking maybe make the videos a bit shorter than the 2-hour marathons we did with the last series, and see if that makes a difference. I actually kind of ideally, I think, do 12-minute videos. So like we do long stretches, right? Like we usually do, but split up into 12-minute intervals or something. So each 12 minutes. Like I've seen now, guys far better at this than I. The Game Grumps. I know.
Oh, yes.
They do stuff like that, where in one session they'll be recording multiple videos, but they split it up into 12-minute sections, and they'll be like, oh, see you in the next one every 12 minutes. But that would require me to keep an eye on the time. The recording is on, so it would be good if I actually had the recording time somewhere listed. Like if I could, there's probably a plugin for this that shows the recording time in a separate window that I can just have like on a large blown up, so I can keep an eye on it while we're doing this. But we'll do this one for 40 minutes and we'll see how this goes.
How long's it been going on for right now?
28 minutes, and I keep talking, so I keep prolonging it.
Yeah, you could probably cut this entire chat out and then upload it as well.
I could, but that requires effort. As soon as you do any editing, you have to re-render the whole video.
Yeah, I'm quite aware of that.
Yeah, you know the one. So we did one where me and Kuxel were just chatting while Kuxel was creating his own avatar, the one that you can see right here.
Hello.
And there was 1 or 2 bits where I just wanted to edit the video and put in pictures referring to what we were talking about. So it was only like 2 or 3 parts of the video where that was needed, and didn't take long to edit, even though there was a bit of a learning curve for me. And but then to render a 2-hour video, because it was 2 hours long, took all night. So
oh my god, all night as well.
Yeah, I mean, it was like 5 hours, and I was up late when I started the render. But yeah, most of the night it took to render, so that was painful. But yeah, so where are we? They were talking about ice skating. So it was a date. Yo feels a stab of envy. Koji and Omi enjoy their time together as normal lovers do. That's certainly not something that should make her jealous. It's just that her luck in love has been bad.
私も見てみたいな。大見ちゃんがスケートやるところ。
I don't know who is who.
Well, Omi, I believe, is the girl who was with the guy in that CG picture that came up earlier.
Okay.
This one is... I did get her name.
Is there a way to change this so that it's a different way of...
You mean, is there like an adventure mode?
Yeah, I don't like this. I don't know who's talking. I mean, I kind of do, but...
You're going to have to pay attention
what's
to the
going on
voices.
here? What was that? Did you
What?
see that?
No.
It was like... Did I imagine that? Like... Never mind. Let me just check if there's an option here. Oh, you can synchronize the text speed with the voice. Do you think that's a good one?
I would do that.
Change color of red text. Yeah, I already ticked that. Text speed is fine for now. What's Nitro Plus? Alright, that's the text sample. Don't want to fiddle with any of the display settings. No, it doesn't really have anything to change the mode. That's sad.
I wouldn't expect it to.
Ugh. Right, well. Oh, this is like Yo keeps her voice upbeat, trying to cover up her disquiet. She knows that it's wrong to envy her friends. She too would be spending time with the man she admires, if not for the terrible tragedy that befell him. His is true misfortune. Her bad luck doesn't begin to compare.
だからさ、ね、今度のスキー旅行、ついでにスケート旅行にしちゃえば、2倍美味しく楽しいってわけよ。
Actually, that's kind of annoying.
It is, isn't it?
Oh.
This will take some time. I do like how the red text is grayed out. I prefer that. So this is Oni you're saying in this one? I can't remember her name.
Yo is the one on the left, I think.
Yo, okay.
And that one's Omi.
Omi. I said Oni, I think. Omi and Yo.
でもさ、スケートはスケートリンクに行けばできるじゃない。わざわざスキー場に行ってまでやる？
That's a good question.
だから屋内じゃなくてさ、屋外スケート。凍った湖とかで滑れるところ。
I mean, fair enough.
そんな都合のいいとこあるかな？なんだかすっごく混んでそう。
While speaking, Yo sneaks a sideways glance at the young man sitting next to her. So
Yes, please introduce him.
I was just going to say that I suspect that the person that she was in love with or going out with or interested in was the guy that was having the supposed mental breakdown.
Maybe? Let's see what happens.
Although the conversation has involved only 3 people so far, there are in fact 2 couples at the cafeteria table. Yo's boyfriend, though there's still some doubt over whether he could be called that, is beside her, as silent and expressionless as a statue.
That's disconcerting.
Wait, so why was she jealous when she's got a boyfriend?
Wait, no, wait, he's silent.
お前はどう思う？
Wait, is this the dude?
No, I think this is someone else. The boyfriend we haven't seen yet. Yo's boyfriend, that is.
Okay. Perhaps Koji sensed Yo's pain in his usual quiet and considerate way.
どうって。
Oh, this guy. So this is her boyfriend who is batshit crazy.
He was the one who was going crazy in the beginning, or whatever, yeah.
I think it's maybe just now. The cause of Yo's distress, Sankisaka Fuminori responds to...
Sakisaka Fuminori, yeah.
Sakisaka... Oh, I said Sanki, didn't I? Sakisaka Fuminori responds to Koji's sudden query with a vague, mumbled question of his own.
いや、だからさ、今年の冬のスキーだよ。お前も行くよな。
Koji speaks gingerly, as though probing a tumour. A few months ago, he would not have hesitated to rebuke Fuminori for his attitude. Their long acquaintance has forged a strong and honest friendship. But now,
わからない。
Fuminori responds bluntly, his downcast eyes and sullen demeanor making it clear that he has no desire to break his silence.
何か他の予定でもあるのか？
いや、別に。
Even Koji, Fuminori's best friend, cannot communicate with him as before. What hope does Yo have of breaking through his shell? The scars left by the events of that late summer day are still deep all these months later. Each one of the four bears them, not only Fuminori.
なあ、別に運動するのが傷に触るとかそういうわけでもないんだろ？
どうだろうな。今日の診療で先生に聞いてみる。
I really feel like they're skirting around the issue.
So apparently something happened at the end of summer,
Mm.
and they've all been affected by it. And they've said that, you know, physical activity could, it's not like it could affect his injuries. So I'm assuming they're mental injuries, mental scarring. But yeah, they are definitely skirting around some big thing that seems to have happened. I mean, we just saw things from his point of view, and he is fucking out of it, man. As though that answer drained the last of his patience, Fuminori bolts out of his
お
chair.
い、文則！
Even Koji can't keep his voice from rising as he tries to stop Fuminori from leaving. Fuminori reacts swiftly, throwing his hand over his face as though to shield himself from something terrifying. Maybe some spit flew inadvertently from Koji's mouth, but that happens sometimes. Fuminori's reaction is beyond the pale. So remember we saw it from his point of view, and he said that one of them talks to him,
Yeah.
and he's like slobbering, and he can't stand it. I think we're watching this conversation again from like normal people's view.
Yeah. I kind of had that thought just a few moments ago, and I think you're right. That's probably it.
Yeah.
It really. Oh god. Especially because they show him like this.
Oof. Even as he tosses money on the table to pay for his coffee, he acts like he's touching something filthy.
それじゃあ。
Fuminori stalks out of the cafeteria, almost as if he's running away. Cloaked in heavy silence, the remaining three lower their gaze. The abandoned 10,000 yen bill sways forlornly. Fuminori's coffee is untouched.
やってられないわね。もう。
Omi says with a sigh, but Koji shakes his head reproachfully.
文則にはもう少し時間が必要なんだと思う。
I like this little animation thing. It's like water dropping on a leaf.
You know, I hadn't paid attention to that, but yeah.
It's really weird. I feel like it's probably relevant.
だってもう3ヶ月よ。なんなのよあれ。付き合ってるこっちが変になりそうよ。
俺だってわからない。わかるはずもないと思う。お前だって想像つくか？あんなひどい形で家族全員を奪われて
Whoa.
平気でいられるわけないよ。
Whoa.
Right, so the guy's undergone some severe trauma.
He lost his whole family?
Mm.
It could have happened to anyone. A tractor trailer flipped over on the highway, crushing the Sakisaka family car into twisted scrap. They said it had been difficult to tell the bodies of Fuminori's parents apart. For a while...
They just...
What? What are you saying?
I was just thinking they just had to throw that bit in there, just make it as gruesome as possible.
Yep, I feel like this is what this game seems to be going for. It reels you in with a picture of a nice girl and a nice name, the Song of Saya, and you're like, oh, this is nice. And then you're like, what the hell is this? First scene. Blah, 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 blah. For a while,
Literally.
it had looked as if there was no hope for either. It was nothing short of a miracle that he was able to leave the hospital and return to a normal life.
見舞いに行った時なんてもっとひどかったじゃないか。誰が誰かも分からずに怯えて暴れてベッドに縛り付けられて。今はよくあそこまで立ち直ってくれたと思う。
それにしたって変よ咲坂くん。私たちのこと見る目つき、あれ何なの？まるでこっちが人間じゃないみたい。
It's funny you should say that.
Yeah.
Koji says forcefully. Probably less out of empathy for his friend than out of consideration for Yo. While Koji's kindness makes her happy, Yo also knows that she mustn't take advantage of it. Fuminori is the victim, just as Koji said. He's the one who most deserves sympathy. Yo's feelings for Fuminori are her problem, no one else's. He doesn't blame Fuminori for not giving her an answer after she worked up the courage to ask him out. In fact, she thinks even more fondly of him, time to consider, than she would have had the relationship casually. Apparently, the fact that Fuminori did not reject her was a coupling. They've had plenty of fun at Yo and since. The truth of it, though, still hasn't given her an answer.
Oh, okay.
That's why she was uneasy, because like he's not her he's not confirmed to be her boyfriend. I do feel though if someone was going through whatever issues he's going through right now, that would I feel like that would put a back burner on love confessions and stuff like that.
Like, yeah, like you wouldn't really think about things like that.
Yeah, like this is weird. After revealing her feelings to him, Yo didn't see Fuminori again until a week later. Then she could only stare at his broken body through the ICU. Oh, you must have what do you call it? You must have like told him that she liked him, like just before whatever accident happened. Confessed, yes, that's the word. And when he was finally released, after 50 days that seemed an eternity, was somehow different. She's starting to doubt that he even remembers what she confessed to him before the accident. Now winter is coming, and her feelings hang forgotten in the cold, lonely air. Oh.
What the fuck?
Is that it? Oh, there it goes. I was like, no more music. Dr. Tanbo Ryoko has never had a more troublesome patient.
Whoa! Damn.
Yay! Attractive doctor! Okay, this is distracting. Any changes? Oh, she's already said that.
いえ、別だ。これといって問題もなく。
His voice is hard and flat, his words tossed carelessly into the air. It's like he's speaking to himself in an empty room. Ryoko is a surgeon, not a psychiatrist, but even she can sense the thickness of the wall he has erected between himself and the world.
吐き気やめまい、幻聴や幻覚といった体験は？
いえ、何も。
While Sakisaka appears to be looking at Ryoko, his gaze is actually aimed a fraction down and to the side. He's only superficially engaged in the conversation, when in truth it does not interest him in the slightest. Perfect rejection. What? What?
As in, he's not really looking at her.
But like, I get this, but perfect rejection? What's this? This sounds like someone who's trying to attract someone's attention. Is like, oh, I've just been rejected. I don't know. Realizing that she can't interview him like this, Ryoko sighs and sets her chart aside.
咲坂さん、あなたが当院で受けた処置は脳神経医学の分野では世界的に最先端の治療でした。そのことはご存知ですよね。
And it fucked him up?
So they gave him some experimental neurosurgery, and now he sees everyone as monsters.
Apparently so.
I think the surgery fucked up.
Yeah.
Treatment of subdural hematoma through the use of micromachines, a procedure available in Japan exclusively here at T University, you know that's Tokyo University, had been the only way to save Sakisaka Fuminori from a cerebral contusion that should have been fatal.
最先端であるということは、まだまだデータの出揃っていない危険性の伴う治療法だったという意味でもあります。
I just remembered the beginning disclaimer where it said the whole thing about medical practice probably not being accurate.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
I'd like to just like if I was editing this, which I'm not going to, I would close up on the unexpected complications words here, and I'd be like, that is going to be the cause of the rest of this visual novel, I suspect.
There's the keywords right there.
Unexpected complications. And then flick through all those images of creepy monsters. Sakisaka Fuminori's lips twist slightly in what might be a bitter or mocking smile, but it's gone before Ryoka can discern its meaning.
普通こんなことを言って脅かすのは医者として問題なんですが、施術後に重大な脳障害をきたしたケースも報告されているんです。予後の経過には十分に注意しなければなりません。
I love that whenever someone starts with, normally I would never say anything to frighten a patient. I'm like, you're gonna frighten me, man. That's always a bad way to start a sentence. Hence these weekly checkups. If only he would take them a little more seriously. Do you know, like
the other thing to... Oh, sorry, yeah.
What were you saying?
Well, I was about to say, the other thing to consider is they're saying, oh, we've heard reports that this results in very horrifying neurological conditions. But we'll still put you through it anyway.
Did you ever watch... No, you must have watched. There was an anime that came out recently about a taxi driver.
Wait... Was that the one with the animals?
Yes. Did you ever watch it?
We did watch it, but I don't think I finished it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to talk any more about it then. Did you not finish it?
I have memories of starting it, but honestly, I don't remember anything that happened later on, so I think I didn't finish it.
It's quite good. But yeah, never mind. The thing is, Sakisaki asks abruptly, as if to catch Ryoko off guard.
He's finally got a normal sprite.
The thing is, right? She's asking these questions and hoping that he tells the truth, but he's clearly like going to hide any weird shit that's going on with him because he doesn't want to stay in the hospital. Because as soon as he says, everyone looks like a hideous monster, right? They're like, emergency nurses come in, stat! Fucking, they're going to strap him down, take him away. He even said it himself, that like his fear is that he'll be taken to the hospital and never be allowed out.
So he's just trying to act normal.
Yeah. MRI, magnetic resonance imaging, is a way for doctors to examine the brain in detail without opening the patient's skull. Surprised by Sakisaka's uncommon technical knowledge, Ryoko recalls his profile.
そういえばあなたも医者の卵だったわね。
Ah, the best type of student. He is an alpha Asian.
And I was just about to say, in terms of like Asians' mentality, he's the pinnacle.
He is
the top.
Going to be the best of the best.
先生が心配しているような脳機能不全は画像診断だけでも十分にわかるはずですよね。
And he's gonna be
何か異常はあったんですか?
Okay, man. Okay.
He's also gonna be an absolute cunt.
Yeah, he's gonna be right, isn't he? With his zero practical like experience outside of his student course, he's gonna like be able to school all the experienced doctors as is normal in these type of situations.
いいえ。
There was nothing, not the slightest hint of abnormal activity. For a procedure with such a low rate of success, the results have been nothing short of miraculous. However, something still bothers Ryoko. She can't shake the feeling that he's hiding something beneath his guarded exterior. Some terrible weight on his soul, perhaps. But if it's an inorganic problem, then there's nothing she can do as long as he refuses to explain it.
大丈夫ですよ、先生。現に僕は今こうして病院の外でも何不自由なく生活しています。問題なんてないでしょ。
I want you to have a look at this animation as well. Why is this animation changed?
What is that?
I don't know. So weird. Everything about this game, right, seems to be unnerving in a way.
ねえ咲坂さん、こういった難しい手術は予後不断が原則なんです。もう少し私たちを信用してもらえませんと。
そうですよね。僕だって先生方を信用したい。どんな相談にも乗ってもらえるんですか？
ええ、もちろん。
Ryoko answers, smiling to cover up her irritation. Akisaka asked exactly the same question during last week's visits.
じゃあ先週の話の続きなんですが、先生、あれから大貝教授については何か分かりましたか？
Unable to answer, Ryoko hardens the mask of her smile. As before, the patient is inquiring about someone whom he has no business knowledge.
大貝
No
教授の
business
ことは
knowing.
その
It's
あな
this
たの治療
knowledge.
とは何の関係もないでしょ。
He has no business knowledge.
信頼しろと言った矢先にいきなり隠し事ですか？
I mean, she's just like, why are you asking about Dr. Ogai when this doesn't seem to have anything to do with what we're talking about? Ryoko is used to patients treating her with hostility. Some degree of paranoia is natural when dealing with a person whose mistakes could kill you. In Sakisaka, however, he doesn't seem to see the anxiety that other patients exhibit. His demeanour is perfectly calm, almost like a detective questioning a suspect. Is he a detective? Is he
何
the
分
detective?
だいぶ前にここを辞められた方ですからね。私個人としても交流があったわけではないし。
辞めた理由はご存知ない？
ええ、おそらく個人的な事情でしょうね。
Ryoko answers smoothly, her earlier hesitation gone. Having decided at the outset to lie, she has no trouble doing so with a straight face.
それにしても咲坂さん、なぜあなたはそんなに大貝教授にこだわるんです？
教授は今失踪中なんです。知ってましたか？
いいえ。
Ryoko realizes that her answer may have been a little too quick. Should have acted more surprised.
近頃教授の身内の人間と恋にしていましてね。その人から調査を頼まれているんです。
Wait a minute. You know his girlfriend? Or not girlfriend?
Yeah.
What was her name again? Yoha?
Yo.
Yo?
Yo.
Is it her relative?
I don't remember the other. I don't remember her surname. I just remember the name Yo.
Yo. Oh well. A relative? Ryoko considers this with a frown.
大貝教授に縁者の方はおられないはずですが。
Oh.
おお、誰から聞きました？
Oh. Is she calling his bullshit? But is he
Yeah.
actually right?
それは
It's a good question, to be fair.
Ryoko replies, remembering that she just claimed to have had no contact with the man.
なるほど。そんなことが噂になる程度には、大貝教授は有名人だったわけですね。
I feel like this is we're having this competition over who can catch the other person's bullshit first.
Yeah, who can out bullshit the other?
まあ一風変わった人だったみたいですね。
なのに、誰も彼が大学を辞めた理由を知らないと。
Ryoko falls silent, knowing that this isn't a topic she can brush away with a smile. Akisaka seems to have finally grasped her mood, however, as his strangely stiff tone softens a little.
先生、僕はどうしても大貝教授に会わなきゃならないんです。彼がいなくなったせいで、行く当てがなくなり困っている子がいるんです。
それはむしろ警察の領分なんじゃないかしら。
Although she makes it sound like the most obvious thing in the world, the suggestion is actually a gamble. If Ogai Masahiko's disappearance becomes a police matter, then the university will be investigated. Everyone who is involved in the incident will be at risk of exposure. And of course, that includes herself. What's
Some shit
going
went
on
down.
here, eh? So, first of all, yeah, we're at Tokyo University Hospital, right? They didn't mention that actually, this was Tokyo University Hospital. They've been up to some stuff, haven't they? And apparently this Ryoko person, and every time I hear Ryoko I think of Tenchi Muyo for some reason. But like apparently she was involved as well. Ooh, spicy. She knows, however, that Sakisaka is unlikely to go to the police. First of all, his excuse is obviously a lie. He already made sure that Ogai had no relatives who might come looking for him, which is why they could bury the truth of what happened. But then how did Sakisaka, a mere patient, learn about Ogai?
咲坂さん、私の知っている範囲のことは喜んでお教えします。どこか長期の旅行にでも行かれたか。その程度。
そうですか。
Expecting resistance, Ryoko is surprised when Sakisaka backs down. She's still worried about his condition. The mysterious link between him and Ogai is only making her more uneasy. But as long as he doesn't open up to her, there's nothing she can do. After a brief pause, Ryoko writes, "Progress good. Sakisaka's chart for today." That is an absolute lie.
咲坂さん、それでは来週の診察ですが、今日と同じ4時でも。
Before she can finish, Sakisaka's man just walks out the door mid-sentence. Guy gives zero fucks. As soon as she wrote "progress good," the guy's out the door. It's like, you've written it, that's it done, I'm out. Jeez. Oh no. It looks like someone sprayed the walls with pig guts from ceiling to floor.
It actually looks like fucking Silent Hill, and it does look gross.
What colour should the walls of a hospital be? White? And to the creatures of rotten flesh shambling around me, I'm sure this hallway looks just as white as it should. I know intellectually the walls are white. I know that the flesh beasts are really human. I'm the one with the problem, because I've accepted this, that I'm able to lead something approaching life. Even if my university's medical department is good as T universities, I'm still a medical student specialising in neurology. I have a basic idea of what has happened to me, though it's hard to believe. This isn't a pathological condition. It's probably some form of agnosia, unlike anything that has ever been studied before.
I'm gonna look up agnosia.
Yes, let me just agno.
Yeah, that's a weird one. Unable to recognize and identify objects, persons, or sounds using one or more of their senses, despite otherwise normally functioning senses.
Interesting.
The deficit cannot be explained by memory, attention, language problems, or unfamiliarity to the stimuli.
What's pathological mean?
You know, I feel like I know, but I don't know how to explain it.
Involving or caused by a physical or mental disease. So it's not because of a physical or mental disease, because of a mess up in his brain, which is not disease related. It may have been surgery related. The flesh beast called Tanbo Ryoko said that other patients had developed neurological disorders after receiving the same treatment I did. So I guess I'm just another failure. It makes me want to laugh in that know-it-all doctor's face. That said, I don't blame the doctors who operated on me. After all, I do owe them my life. I know as well as anyone how low the chance of success was, that I had no other hope of survival. I was unlucky. That's all there is to it. The point is that my condition isn't treatable. Just like someone adapting to a hearing aid or wheelchair, I have no choice but to adapt to this nauseating scenery. Of course it's hard. It wasn't easy to resign myself to this fate, but now there's more than just despair. Even for me, there is a glimmer of hope. Keeping my eyes on my feet, I hurry home. This is really grim. I live in a quiet suburban neighbourhood, in a house that's much too large for me alone. My parents, even unluckier than I was, died in the accident 3 months ago. I couldn't even go to the funeral for being in intensive care. I had to sell my father's business, but at least that left me with the house and enough money to live on for a while. Of course I'm sad, but the accident took more from me than my parents. In fact, being on my own has probably saved me. If they were still alive, my parents would never have allowed me to live with some strange girl. Wait.
Has he got a carer?
I think on that note, we'll pause it there. We'll stop it there.
Oh, who is this mysterious person?
Who is this mysterious person? So tune in for the next video to see what goes on in the Song of Saya. So that I'm Ashman.
I'm Kuxel.
And we'll see you next time.